Today I'm gonna try and answer some common questions that people ask me every now and then regarding the platinum, how to spend or utilize the platinum in Diablo Immortal. Should they focusing on upgrading the legendary gem or try and get the awakened bonuses? And how about once you get your gem to certain level, should you be working off for talents within the gems as well? And I thought this is gonna be a good one, might help a lot of new players out there. So we're gonna start with how you should utilize your platinum. We know that people sell their normal gems and get the platinum and try and upgrade the legendary gem, or try and purchase copies from the market. So starting with the first question that I was asked, someone end up getting all the way to 64k platinum, and the person was wondering, hey Pauline, should I go and buy one copy of Bloodsoaked Jade and get that passive 10% movement speed that comes with that gem, or should I use the platinum and awaken my slots for some of the gems which I already have at rank 4 and above? And honestly, this is gonna be no brainer, and I would advise everyone to try and awaken your slots, and especially if you are free to play or a low spender, you should not be worrying about Bloodsoaked Jade. In my opinion, there are a lot of ways to get movement speed in this game. You can try and add some cheap runes here, the blue ones, and it gives you about 3% movement speed, and you can use this in PvP and PvE as well for 6% movement speed. And you can even try and get movement speed on your secondary gear pieces. And the most beneficial thing that I can suggest is gonna be try and awaken your slot. Some of them are pretty strong, even gives you cooldown reduction for your skills, and a lot of them gives you flat damage increase, which is very strong, much better, and a lot cheaper compared to buying a rank 1 Bloodsoaked Jade just for the movement speed. So I will highly recommend everyone, before you start going for any 5-star gem, you should try and awaken your slot. That is gonna give you a lot more power compared to what rank 1 Bloodsoaked Jade will give you. And let me show you another example here. If we go to the market here and see the prices of Bloodsoaked Jade, you can see they are selling for 54,000 in my server. So one copy of Bloodsoaked Jade is about 54,000 platinum, and for 50,000 platinum we can purchase let me see, where can we go and buy the material that we need. There we go. We can purchase 5 of the Dawning Echo, and you can get a lot more power out of awakening your primary gear pieces. So I will highly recommend everyone awakening their slots before investing or spending their platinum in rank 1, rank 2, 5-star gems just for passive movement speed. Not worth it in my opinion. But there we go, that was my answer. And now to the next part of the question, that was regarding, is it worth it to awaken the talents within our main gem? Like you can see on the left side, I have 3% more primary attack damage increase and 2% skill damage increase. And I'm gonna be super honest here. When we are upgrading or awakening these talents one at a time, you won't be feeling all that big of a difference, because you will only be gaining 3% primary and 2% skill damage. But once you start adding up a lot of these on individual gems, like I have it here on my Rolling Consequence, I have it here on my Gloom Cask, and I have here for the Colossus Engine, you will start feeling the difference, and I will try and showcase that so it would make sense. For example, I have this talent here on couple of gems now. Damage done increased by 1% per party member. Right now it is not working because I am solo. So if we go and do 1 minute test versus training dummy, we're gonna try and figure out the amount of damage we can get. And then I will add 3 people in my party and see how big of a difference those talents makes when we are in a party of 4 players. And you guys will see it does make a difference once we have those talents on couple of our gems. And I'm gonna go for another 25 seconds here. We are about over 5 million damage at the moment. Couple of seconds more. Just clicking and making sure I don't lag. There we go. About to be done here. And we're gonna be over 5 million damage here. So there we go. We end up doing 313 million damage. And now I am gonna go add 3 people in my party, and then we will see the amount of damage increase from that. So I ended up asking a couple of people to join the party so I can run this test. Right now, I have that talent on my Seeping Ball. Damage done increased by 1% per party member. Seeping Ball, then my Wolf Heart. It has that as well. And then I have it on my Storm Ward. And then on my Rolling Consequence, this is the 4th gem that has it. And on the Gloom, I have that as well. So 5 of the gems that I have, it has damage done increased by 1%. That's going to be a decent increase, and you guys will see that. Now I will be refreshing this, and we will go and do some more testing and see if we can do more than 313 million damage on this training dummy, thanks to those talents that we have when we are in a party of 4 players. So you guys can see I'm already doing pretty decent here. At least it looks like I'm doing a lot decent. There is definitely some difference in the damage. I will go for a couple of seconds more. Of course, 1 minute test, just like the last time. And you guys can see those talents, when you start building them up, they actually do make a difference, even if that isn't all that big. But small things do add up and eventually makes a difference. And you can see I'm now somewhat 400k or even more higher than I was before in the last test. There we go, 5.5 million damage. That is almost 400k more damage than I was doing before. And so yes, these talents are worth awakening, and as you add or awaken more of those, they do make a difference, but they are gonna be expensive. So hopefully this video was informative. Now I'm signing off. I am actually enjoying this series where I get to answer the questions that some of you guys ask, and if I see something interesting in the comment section, I'm gonna try and answer that in the next one. But for now, I'm signing off. You guys have a great day, and I see you all in the next one later.